Okay, this is a little thing in MuseScore on real-time recording and just jamming with MuseScore to try and come up with new lines, because these things I think aren't particularly well understood. So what I've got on the screen is I've got a few staves. I've got a flute stave, I've got a piano stave, I've got a contrabass stave, just because that's what I wanted. I've put some chords, A minor, G and F, very simply in the piano. That was really easy earlier. I did that with real-time record. So the real-time record is up here. Oh, hello. I'm just going to take that out of note input mode by pressing the N key on the screen. There you go. Now it's not quite so twitchy. The N key on the screen also allows you to click on any of these, and that's me playing my keyboard. I've got an external keyboard. You can't do this with the on-screen keyboard. So for instance, just for jamming with it, I can, if I want to. For instance, I could press Shift, do that, and now that little bit. And then I can, I think, well, I'm in a keyboard sound. Just going to stop that for a second, just come up here and do that. There you go. I'm just going to jam with that with my flute sound. Now I can't record that in real time, but I can program it once I've worked it out. So I get to work this out while it's playing. So I could do that. I could work out some more complicated things and then just use MuseScore for what it's really good at, which is notating, not composing. It's composing you should do outside or inside it like that in sort of real time. You should compose with your brain, so to speak, and then notate with MuseScore because the outcomes will be more musical. Here's a point about this. I'm going to turn off the looping here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to just write a simple bass line for this, but I'm going to do it in the real-time record. So we're going to click up here and we're going to go real-time automatic. And you can now see, because this is turned shaded, that that's on note input mode. So I'm going to just click in there, put it into note input mode. And then I simply need to start playing, I believe, on the keyboard. So some interesting parts there, but basically I got what I wanted. I'll have to tidy it up just a little bit here. Let's take it out of note input mode and we can delete that one and we can delete that one. We don't want that one, and those we'll have to replace with the dotted minim, which is actually what we want. So we'll just do that and okay, let's just delete that one. Stick that fella in there. So I think if I did that and that, then at least I could. There you go. So at least now I've got my bass line in, which was really easy to play actually. That real-time mode is really, really sympathetic. Ooh, that note's not good. Let's just let's try that one. That's nice. That's what I wanted. So there you go. Just one more demonstration. Just going to go through and I'm going to go on to the contrabass instead. So I had this. So sometimes it plays interestingly with the sounds that you've got there. And there's my flute sound. Bear in mind that I'm not in note input mode here. So I'm just checking the sounds up. Sometimes it needs waking up to the sound that it's meant to be playing. Piano, there's contrabass. Lovely. You can see my fantastic keyboard skills on display. So that I might want to write something. I could even let's go up to that E for the start of the second one. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to play this through, and I'm going to put us back into note input mode. We're in real time. So here we go. 2, 3, 4. Oh, I've had an error there. So I'm just going to undo those. Undo, 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 undo. Let's try that one more time. Note input mode. 1, 2, 3. I'm not sure that my playing is particularly up to snuff for this. So an interesting thing you can do, so I deleted those, is you can actually change the note value here. So actually we can make it slightly easier for ourselves. I've got a semi-brief note value here, so let's try that one and see what happens with that. We're now in the note input mode, and going to play bass again. This keeps doing this thing. So yeah, you got to be quite twitchy about your playing. You've got to release the key at the right time. So here we go. I'm just going to play it on the keyboard and do just a bass line here. So here we go. 1, 2, 3, let go. Next key up. Let go. Let go. Oh, messed that one up. We'll end up with one of those notes. And then letting go on that next beat, and then I'm coming back down here to a D, B, C. Come down to a G. Try that. And generally that's okay. They said I have to tidy up a bit later, but that might add some interest. Makes things quite quick. But what I particularly like here, so we're not in any kind of note, there's not in a note entry mode. What I particularly like is the idea that I'm just being able to play along so I can write. That's really important. That's a really nice feature of being able to just write and then transcribe it in a minute afterwards. The other thing I would just quickly say is do note that you can come into View and Synthesizer, and you can go onto this Master Effects thing, which is really handy. And you can just give it a little bit more reverb. There's loads. So we could put the delay up a little bit. So it's just a little reverb thing that just makes it sound a little bit more realistic. There's a compressor as well, but you know, that'll do it. So anyway, just a few bits there to help you with your composing here in MuseScore.